Crystal Edge Technology screens. Clean this all off here. Got my desk finally cleaned off nicely. So, basically, what I have here in my caption about basically standing the test of time and finishing the race is the nonsense. That's not nonsense, but it's what I have not seen in these people who were coming up with these so-called fake products. As in, we'll mention the names: Jamie Fernando Gonzalez of Crow Screen Paint Products, or Crow Screen Paint Mixes, and another one by the name of Danny Rogers, who made stuff called Parte's PSP products. Again, gimmick products. Products have not tested well. Products have not been able to prove themselves. Products that just have not done what they're supposed to do. And I mean by standing the test of time. We were on Danny's YouTube channel last night, and we noticed that he hasn't made anything in 6 months. No videos, nothing whatsoever. Matter of fact, I think last video was him basically talking about Tennessee. That was it. So, nothing at all. Fast gimmick products. People you see on eBay, that fellow Pro HD, he's been making that product for quite some time. I've been to his YouTube channel. He constantly puts up content all the time, constantly working, constantly pushing, constantly making new products, always working on something. Goose Screen, another respectable company, always making new products. The Certifies, always making something new. But a gimmick paint doesn't make anything new. They stay in the same spot. They have a little things here and there, but that's basically about it. They're trolls. That's what they're designed to do. They come on, they steal a little money, and then they disappear. That's what they do. Unfortunately, some of them who did try to do this whole gimmick thing and disappear apparently left their jacket caught in the door. Those are the criminal charges we told you are coming up soon. So, even if they do decide to delete their YouTube channels, videos, or whatever, they're still going to have to basically face consequences in the real world for things that they committed online. Now, what I mean by testing time, I mean how long you invested in these products. People have purchased these products. I've seen customers have them on their walls, and customers are not happy. They got screens that are washed out, screens that aren't properly working with their projectors due to the fact that these particular individuals stayed in dark, ambient light controlled environments, high-powered machines, calibrated machines. They manipulate and control the environment to fool you, and you end up buying this stuff. And of getting your screens ripped out. Because again, we've got a lot of their customers who contact us complaining about their projection screen paints do not work. They fail miserably. That's what happens when you use high-powered projectors in dark environments. That's what happens. So, we have been around over 10 years. We stretched back with gray screen paints from 2009. Probably a little farther back than 2009. I got to check my archives on how far we go back. Oh, way back there. But anyway, we have every different form of gray screen paint, from every form of mid-gray screen, from every form of gunmetal technology, from every form of black technology. As a matter of fact, I said we are the ones who engineer black technology. Anyone willing to take me to court on that? I got records on everything showing that we developed it first. So that's going to be a no-can-do for a lot of people. So for us, for finishing the race for us, we have to realize that being on YouTube and basically engaging in competition, we're done with that. We're finished. I had to realize that we have already finished our race. We have proven ourselves with batch number verification. We have proven ourselves with ship back demonstrations. We have proven ourselves with demonstrations that we have tested all our products. So are literally at 427 products are all tested and can be displayed on YouTube at 11,000 videos and climbing. That's a lot of demonstrations. That is a lot of manpower. It's a lot of testing. And because of this, we get the opportunity to be in this office right here, where the screen paints and the gimmicks can't go, because their products are not tested, because they're not 100%. They don't know if they work, if they're not going to work. That's why some of them have policies set up, that the shipping policies are designed that there's no return, there's no refund, just in case if you happen to stumble upon one of our videos, or you would happen to figure it out yourself, there's no way in the world to get your money back. You're stuck. asking Mr. Rogers multiple times about something called gain range, something he basically put on his site, called himself a man of science. He's a philosopher. He's supposed to be a person of great knowledge. But when we contacted him multiple times, all evidence on the blacklist, and see it for yourself, as I'm speaking, you can go check it out. We have contacted him multiple times through email, through messaging. Contacted him, asking him, what is this gain range? Nothing. No reply back. I would think that'd be a shocker for someone who invented something not to know about it. We've got in contact with one of his customers, one customer, by the name of a customer, a YouTuber named Lee, in the UK. Contacted him. Asked him multiple questions. Well, you have the product. Can you explain its gain range to me? And again, explain why you're in a dark environment with a black screen. Oh, it's funny I'm saying that too, because I'm actually in a mid-lit environment. Hold on for a minute, let me fix that. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now I can talk about being in a fully lit environment. All right, let's get back to that. So as I said before, in a dark environment, showing off a black screen. Which again, I told you that if you have a true 100% black screen, they don't have to be in the dark, because they are contrast. They don't have that problem with picking up contrast levels. People usually put things in the dark when they're trying to match colors, trying to hide something, or trying to improve something. That's pretty much it. But anyway, he couldn't give us any information at all. So what you have here are gimmicks. Gimmicks that are products that are claiming to do something, but they can't. And like I said, the test of time. Because the test of time will show how long the product will be able to last. And the fact that they were able to package it, had to pack it up and leave, because, again, criminal charges, outstanding criminal charges, put it that way, outstanding criminal charges and lawsuits. Also to consider the fact that the product, it's impossible to back up. If you're taken into court for fraud over your company, there is no way in the world you're going to be able to back up the claims that you put through, as in saying that it doesn't match house paint. You're literally going to have to go through that in court, showing that it doesn't match house paint. And then on top of that, once you did figure out it did match house paint, you're going to have to find exactly how many people you sold this to, and how soon after finding this out, and after the courts find you guilty on this, how soon did you remove this off your website, or did you continue to sell? It's like the equivalence of somebody saying it's a recall on hot dogs because of salmonella, and everybody else dumped their stuff, but some stores didn't dump their stuff. They just changed the dates on them and just kept them on the shelves for somebody that's actually getting die. And this is what he did. Once he figured it out, he came back in and he manipulated, he lied, he got rid of videos, brought them back on, and continued to lie on these videos. So his way of trying to get out on a good note by saying, hey, bigger and better things, there is no bigger and better things for Mr. Fernando. Mr. Fernando has a lot of problems coming his way. So if we're not contacting him, I guarantee you that the state of California is, due to the fact that he's missing some very serious paperwork involved in that LLC. And yes, it involves IRS. So you know how bad it is. Can't technically, it's pretty rough. He can't technically, he told him 5 months. His business has been around longer than that. So there's a lot of information missing in between that timeline. So it's pretty bad. But anyway, moving on. So, can they come here and do these demonstrations? No. That's why I warn people that want to get into the business of home theater and screen paints. If you do a lot of demonstrations in the dark and high-power projectors, you will handicap yourself. You can't come in these environments at all. What are you going to do? You're going to introduce a customer to spend more money for a projector to get the screen to work? How are you going to save them money? I'm saving you lots of money, but the only problem is you're going to spend $3,500 for a projector. Here's the kicker. You can't use it in a fully lit environment, even though it's sitting right up on top of the screen. Even though it has a 2:1 contrast, technically you can't use it because the screen won't read it. There you go. So that's not going to work. You can't go to trade shows. You can't go to any place. You can't basically get investors. You can't get a distributorship contract. Distributorship contracts require a lot of information on your stuff for them to sell it. So if you don't know your own product, it's not tested, you don't know how it's going to react, how are you going to sell it? So bottom line is, we don't have to do much. They pretty much damaged themselves. That's why when you look on their sites, it's dead. There's no activity, there's no updates, there's no new products, there's nothing, it's dead. So they can't finish the race, and they can't basically stand the test of time. There's no guarantees on their products in any way whatsoever. They can't back up anything they say. That's the end of it. For us, on the other hand, I had to realize and understand that we are already here. When I was sitting in my home over in Haverton Town, the one thing I was thinking about, like, man, I really got to get myself out there. I got to be in an office. I got to be somewhere I can go out and work with people in different businesses and go get my stuff on site. That's what I have to be to do to get myself to that next level. I can't be on YouTube forever because YouTube is not getting me where I need to be at. YouTube is fantastic for advertising our products, and it's good for that because, again, it doesn't cost us any money at all to advertise on YouTube. It's absolutely free. It's not paid for that whole commercial thing, but other than that, it's free. But it's not enough. It's not enough because I need to get my technology where I have thousands and thousands of people that can actually see it up close, where I can have investors see it. You know, if you're a professional singer, you're a singer at the end of the day. You're not going to make it big singing in your bathroom. You're going to have to go and get booked to some kind of showing or whatever so people can see you. So somebody sing out on the street, sing out on the corner, doesn't make a difference, but somebody is eventually going to see you. Justin Bieber, you know how he got noticed? On YouTube, singing on the street. That's literally how he got noticed. He would have never gotten noticed if he was in his bathroom singing. The only person would have heard him was family, maybe the neighbors next door. That's basically about it. For him to really get noticed, he had to take a chance. He had to go out there in them streets, grab somebody to sing some, play some music, and sing until somebody picked up and noticed him, and that's what he did. But he can sing. He can actually sing. You got people out there who can't sing, and they can't be out there. And that's the same thing with these screen paints. They don't have the ability to be out here. So, we're done with all that nonsense. I'm going to let the lawyers and the police and the FBI and all the other agencies we had to contact about these individuals, let them handle what they need to handle. We put our 2 cents in, everything that has to be done to get the ball rolling, and I am going to work on getting my product into the locations that I actually worked hard to walk from here to there and talk to people in those spots. Because for me, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be able to make real sales and real money until I get into those spots, into those trade shows, and I show people what that technology is capable of doing. YouTube, I'm going to come in here and show a few videos here and there of what we're doing here and there, but mainly we are going to be working on new projects, new technology, getting our product out there to the next level. If you don't like it, hey, that's just you. If you don't want to watch it, that's just you. It doesn't affect me at the end of the day, due to the fact that my goal is to get that technology into a trade show, some kind of on-site, so more people can be exposed to it, so I can get my technology to the next level. That's basically about it. So, I am going to be creating 3 different screen paints. Right now I'm going to go down and pick up one of the test containers that I need for this new silver technology, because I want to see what these containers look like. I don't know if I'm going to be at 32 or 40. I haven't decided on that yet. And when I'm doing this, please keep in mind that I'm catering to 2 types of customers. I'm catering to my online customers because my online customers go farther than YouTube. I'm on multiple forum sites that people buy from me. I have several Facebook marketplaces, and I have several main fan pages that my customers buy from. I'm not just stuck to YouTube. I sell on other platforms. And when I'm also marketing these products, I'm also marketing these products for out here among these people on places where I'm setting up at, because next summer I'm planning to get myself a showroom where I can have people come in, see our technology, and buy. That's where I'm going. And that's where they can't go. Can't have a showroom and you got paints matching each other. If somebody walks in with a gray hoodie and leans against your screen and blends into it, you know, stuff is not tested. Can't have a showroom where everybody's sitting in a really dark environment all day long. It's not going to work. You have to be in a fully lit environment. You have to do the opposite of what projectors can't do. Anytime you ask someone about a projector system set up, the first thing they say is, well, you know, you got to be trapped in the dark, you know, and the colors don't come up right, and you be calibrating and all that stuff, so, you know, everybody's get a TV. That's what you hear. Not, oh, I can get a fully lit environment, I can pick up a contrast level, the projectors don't cost me a lot of money, I don't have to calibrate. You never hear that kind of stuff. Our technology is involved. We have ad tech coming up. That's a big part of our company. Ad tech, as I said before, the technology behind that is a multi-million-dollar technology, because ad tech can do things that other screens cannot do. Ad tech absorbs sunlight. Ad tech has advertising technology attached to it, which means it can work with companies, big major companies, smaller companies. It can basically allow them to be able to advertise their commercial through glass, which is a big investment for a company. Entire menu connected to your glass. You can show a workout video connected to your glass. You can show off your sneakers. Foot Locker can come in and show off your sneakers and anything you want. Apple, we've shown demonstrations of pushing Apple logos right through glass. You got an aquarium store? We can turn all your glass into one big massive aquarium. That's why ad tech is worth a lot of money. Ad tech is also worth a lot of money because it has gaming capability to it, which means we develop gaming technology to allow gaming screens to advance better color, better contrast levels. We invent technology for your ceiling, so you don't have to spend $10,000, $20,000 for an infinity ceiling to get that done. Dedicated theater room setup, floor projection technology, which is now going to be used as an interactive technology to help people that have handicap issues in order to get them in some kind of training exercise to help them. And this is a fantastic idea, because that's why I was over at Good Shepherd all the time. I was over doing research on that facility. There's so many applications, projector mapping applications. This is why we jumped in all different directions, so we can cover these directions. So when we get to this point, we can move in different directions. If I want to work in this particular department, I can. If I want to work in that particular department, I can. We're covered for everything. That's what I mean being future-proof, getting yourself ready, developing technologies to get ready for the years to come, for the new technology we may have to challenge. We're ready for that. We're already set. We're ready to go. The problem with me was I kept going back. I kept going back to the nonsense and stupidity that basically defending my company, which was a good thing to defend my company, but I had to realize and understand we have already done this. Going out and challenging certified screens again, I've already done this. I did this already against about many years back. I've done all these certified projection screens. We've done screens on Screen Innovation to the point they sent us out letters, emailed and contacted us. So we've done all this stuff already. Paint on screens, been there and done it already. What they call smarter screens, been there and done it already. All these great screen paint products, done it already. So to go back and say, hey, I got to repeat this process again in order to prove to people on YouTube, and especially trolls, that our products work, when we are the only ones with a batch number verification sitting on our technology and no one else has this, I think doing that and trying to prove to people that won't purchase our products, people who do not support us in any way whatsoever, is a waste of our time. So we do appreciate the people who came on and supported our company 100%. Yes, we do. But you have to understand, we need to move in a different direction. I'm going out here. Today I'm going to go down and check out that new facility. I'm going to do a nice little walkthrough, talk to a few people, pass out my professional business cards, which I had designed, and go take our technology to the next level. Now, you can do all your little campaigning online. Again, as I said before, I've hired people to watch certain people who have been carrying on that we've had our eye on. I got another fellow of mine who based in the day, he's a very professional in IT tech. He's a fellow who's designed to basically track down deadbeats and whatever nonsense. In the day, people online that feel that they can't be found, you can be found, just to let you know. So that way, he's a professional, and he has the right to do that. So we're not hiring some hacker at the end of the day to go track you down. No, he is a professional. He does this for a living. He's certified for it. That's why we brought him on board. Because of the problems we had with Mr. Fernando spreading such false rumors about our company, it has entertained trolls that felt the need to contact my family members and act up and do other things that they should not have been doing. So, just to let you know, is if you think you're getting away with something, no. You are being watched, you're being monitored, because we have a huge investigation wrapped around Jamie and all the other individuals that are involved in that nonsense. There's a huge investigation going on. So, you want to get pulled into that cyclone, you keep on going your path. I'm not going to engage you. I'm not going to acknowledge you in any way whatsoever, but I do have people that are. that are building cases on you. So when the time comes, your information and everything you have will pop up on a folder somewhere, and we will begin the process of basically serving you with warrants, or basically a cease and desist order if you're lucky, or basically just giving you a process server to your front door to let you know that you're going to court and you're being sued. So you won't get any indication of this. I'm not coming on to entertain this. It's none of my business. That's their job is to take care of this. They'll be monitoring you, and they don't reach out, so you know. So it's one of these things like this. If a company installs new security cameras into a building, the only people who get upset are the ones who steal. The ones who don't steal don't care about the cameras. They'll walk past them all day long. But people are doing negative activities. They care about those cameras. They'll be the main ones complaining about it. So, again, like I said, they're just basically monitoring those who basically disrespect their company, and those are doing things they shouldn't be doing. And let me give you a little heads up. A lot of companies have these. A lot of them. Just real quick, when you have those trade shows and people are selling things they're not to be selling, like bootleg materials, they will actually have companies, people who represent their companies in those trade shows, taking pictures, asking questions. So you maybe think you're talking to a customer, you're actually talking to somebody who actually works for the company. So later on, when they get all your information, they buy merchandise from you as proof and evidence, you will see them in court testifying against you. People who work for the company to cut down on people that are either bootlegging their products or people that are actually trying to tarnish your company's name. So it's all legal. All right, well, with that being said, I got much to do. I have 3 screen paints I have to engineer. I have a new glass container I'm going to go check out today. I have people I have to go meet. And as for all the rest of the stuff involving Mr. Williams, you have already been taken care of. So it's just a matter of time before you are contacted. That's basically about it. Thank you all for your time, and good day.